Hello, everyone. So we are live. I know I haven't streamed in a while. I'm hoping that the stream sounds good. Please, please let me know. Please let me know what you think. Hello, Carlos. Good to see you. How goes the work on the mod? Well, there's been a lot. There have been a lot of updates in the past couple of weeks, and most of them are actually save compatible, especially for the late era. And the high era I worked on last month a lot, and the other team members have been working quite hard. Hello, Pyotr Pavlovsky. Pyotr says lower quality than usual. Um, I think actually my volume might be a bit high. How about now? Actually, I am using a headphone microphone rather than my regular microphone that I use in my videos, so that also is probably affecting the quality of the audio. Uh, but again, please, I made a couple adjustments just now. So hopefully it's a little bit better. Unfortunately, we are gathered for this stream for an unfortunate reason. There have been military actions, attacks in the Republic of Armenia, and hundreds, if not thousands, of children have been affected by the ongoing military actions of Azerbaijan in the border regions of Armenia, especially in the regions of Vayots Dzor and Syunik, as well as some areas of Gerarkunik, which is the province of Lake Sevan. And many children do not are not able to go to school. They're not able to live in their homes. They have had to evacuate. So I wanted to do this charity stream to show them some support and to see if I can actually fundraise a little bit for them because they need our help for sure. And the charity that I've helped twice now with fundraisers, Focus on Children Now, has been doing a lot of work to help kids, especially those who have been displaced by the recent attacks. So that's the goal of this charity stream. And I hope we can have some fun and help people at the same time. Carlos says, I would actually like to have some help from the Chivalry team to see if we can use the same blockade script I created in Medieval 2 for RR. Rome Remastered scripting is actually quite a lot more advanced than the original Rome Total War scripting. And I think um, it's probably more advanced than Medieval 2 as well. Probably some differences. So I'm pretty sure that script should be able to be translated to Rome Remastered. I'm not a scripting master. I'd say some of the best scripters are Dagovax, who ported Lord of the Rings. There are a few others as well, but he's really good. Commissar, the creator of Total Conquest, is another excellent scripter. He might be like the godfather of scripting in Rome Remastered. If you've checked out Total Conquest, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to quickly make a couple more posts on Discord and on YouTube about the stream going on right now. So please bear with me as I make those posts, gather people, and yeah. Hello, Dimitar. Good to see you. Floyd says something about cowboys. I don't know what that means. Hello, Dimitar. Good to see you. Dimitar Rumanov. I'm going to make a quick post on the channel. Okay, so here we are in Chivalry Total War Remastered. And as you can see, I've done a lot of work on the early era, especially recently. I've changed the Anjou coat of arms. I've added in Emergent Portugal. I've added in Pamplona, County of Barcelona, Burgundy, Toulouse, Aquitaine, Kingdom of Artsakh and Bach, the Saltuget Beylik, the Marwanid Emirate, the Shadid Emirates, the Duchy of Brittany, and the Kingdom of Norway. So, first thing I want to showcase here, I suppose, is the emergent campaign of the County of Portugal. I feel like this is a campaign that everyone should try. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, and really, I think it's quite fun. Again, please, everyone, let me know if the audio sounds good. Let me know if you have any questions about the charity. Again, it is for Focus on Children Now. And they've done a lot of work to help disadvantaged children. And they're also doing a lot of work right now to help children affected by the current conflict and the attacks on the Republic of Armenia. Hello, Moldovan Cossack. And the answer is half. In quality of audio and video sounds good. That's good. That's good to hear. So when you have an emergent faction campaign, as you can see, the turns just kind of skirt by like this until until that faction emerges. So the county of Portugal emerges upon the death of the king of Leon. So yeah, we just have to wait for the king of Leon to die. And usually the king of Leon is pretty good at self-preservation, so he will die of old age. He won't die in battle. So we had about 15 watchers of the stream just a second ago. So that is good to see. I haven't streamed in a while. I know I've been bad. I just haven't had time. It's been tough. It's been a tough situation here. I've had a lot of work to do. But it's good to see everyone. It's good to be back. I hope to sort of get back on the horse in terms of streaming, working on the channel. Working on the channel has been kind of slow recently as well. I've gotten a few videos out in the past couple months, but I hope at some point things free up. I get into a kind of groove and I can keep it going. Hello, Halgrimur Zor. Good, good evening. Yes, so here it's evening. I'm currently visiting California. So, yeah, hello to all Icelandic watchers. Good to see you, Halgrimur. I don't think I've seen you in the streams before. Relations between the modern Republic of Armenia and the Republic of Georgia are okay. They're not bad, but of course, given the political climate and situation, with Georgia being, not in the CSTO, which is the Russian version of NATO, there are definitely uh, political issues there, and we have to keep in mind that Georgia is one of the only open borders with Armenia, so Turkey and Azerbaijan are blockading Armenia from the west and east. The border with Georgia is open, and the border with Iran is also open south. So it's a difficult situation. How many civs are in the map? So there are quite a few here. We can actually count them if you'd like. I've never counted them. I think about 50 something or 60. And then there are a lot of factions that are era specific. So there are a lot of factions in the early era that are specific to the early era. Same thing for the high era. Same thing for the late era. Hello, Fabrizio Schiapacasse. And hello, Bishop Bling. Good to see you. Wow, the King of Leon just is not dying. Black Death? That's not right. Okay, I have to check that. That definitely shouldn't have happened. Wait a minute. Wait just a second. Um, I might have made a mistake. I think I made a mistake when I updated Chivalry. I'm not simulating a campaign. I'm waiting for Portugal to emerge, but it's not emerging. I don't know what the problem is. This has never happened before. But I also got a trigger there for the Black Plague reforms, which is not what I wanted. Okay. Oh boy. A lot of factions collapsed there. Okay, here we are. Yeah, so for some reason I accidentally triggered the Black Plague reforms. That was a problem. So here we are. We are in the capital of the county of Portugal, Guimarães. That's how you pronounce it, as far as I'm aware. But now we've got a bunch of problems here. So here's the issue: when you emerge as the county of Portugal, you have cultural problems. Everything is Spanish culture. It's related to the constructions of the county of Leon. So, and you are, of course, Portuguese culture, since Rome Remastered allows for unlimited cultures. So, Rome Total War is pretty punishing when you have culture differences, right? So, this is not good at all. However, you just have to make do. New family member, I think we need it. And the unfortunate thing is because I accidentally triggered the Black Plague reforms in the early era, that's actually my mistake. We've got chivalric knights, but that means we can just take a look at them. So why not? So let's get our troops together. And let's get out of Guimarães. Huh. Get our garrison back there, 65. Okay. So Leon is neutral at the moment. That's okay. But we need to get our other troops back there. Okay, 75%. All right. So now let's go south and do a little bit of exploring here. Okay, so let's fight these guys with our Portuguese raiders and chivalric knights. This is actually a good chance to showcase the new super late era knight unit that I haven't shown off in a video just yet. But I have to fix that reform issue. That's a problem. You know what it is? I didn't disable that reform in the Disker strat. So here, actually, we have the super late era Portuguese knights. I hope you like them. So we've got our Portuguese general by Hellspawn. And we've got our Portuguese chivalric knights, super late era knights. So that's good to see. They have a sort of a very late 14th century, 15th century helmet and armor. So yeah, I hope you like these guys. Again, they shouldn't have shown up here in the early era. And we've also got our Portuguese raiders, another early era appropriate unit. Okay, so let us start this battle. Okay, our knights are getting into position. Does everyone like the Portuguese knights here? I think they look pretty nice. The chivalric knights, I think they've translated pretty well to Rome Remastered. These are, of course, originally a Medieval 2 texture and model, and they were ported to the original Rome Total War by the Rome Medieval team, and I, of course, ported it to Rome Remastered. Okay, so our raiders are going to go against those archers there. They got one of our guys, but I mean, they're firing directly into our shielded front. Okay, so now we've got enemy Portuguese raiders who are fighting us. And they're doing pretty well. Yep, they routed our raiders. The raiders are not very good in prolonged melee. I should have retreated a little earlier. They kind of hid their raiders behind their archers. There we go. Yeah, I have to make these knights use their secondary weapon. I think I know the issue related to that. Wow, these raiders are beating my knights. Oh, it's because they have weapons upgrades. But anyway, they shouldn't be able to beat my knights. Okay, so now let's hit him from behind. Okay, so we got their raiders. So now our raiders should go and finish off their archers, and that should be it. Rocco, thank you for donating the 10 Canadian dollars. I really appreciate it. Um, thank you so much. After this battle, I will quickly check the donations for the charity campaign. Again, we are doing this stream for children who have been affected by the latest attacks on Armenia by Azerbaijan. Okay, so let's run them down there. And there you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. So someone says try right and alt, or Piotr says try right and alt click for second weapon. Now, uh, I believe that should work. However, they should automatically go to their second weapon once they're in melee. But there's an issue with ported models regarding the weapon names in the model itself. Like with original Rome Total War, it was okay to put two underscores between words in the weapon name, but uh, in Rome Remastered, it's not. And I believe that's the case in Medieval 2 as well. Moldovan says, White Girl Colonizing says, um, how do I speed up this live stream? Well, I believe that's a reference to my talking speed. I'm sorry about that. Moldovan Cossack says, have you ever been to Armenia? Yes, I lived there for a number of years, and I still live there. I'm just currently I'm visiting family in the States. Okay, so let's retrain some of our troops there. And it would probably be a good idea to maybe destroy some of these buildings to deal with that cultural issue. But the other thing is, I could just wait and then upgrade Guimarães from a large town to a minor city, and that'll give me the ability to upgrade most of my buildings there. Okay, so let's end the turn here and see what happens. Okay, I speak normally. Okay, thank you. I've just heard people say that before. Okay, so Lisbon has quite a few units there, but I think, okay, I should be able to get some of these troops together. A 65 now. So Spear Militia back there. How about just the archers? Okay, so I'll take these guys to Fernando, and we'll go attack Lisbon with this army group. So, yeah, actually, our population is growing pretty well. Jack Walters, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, God bless Armenia. May they have peace soon. And thank you very much for the sentiment and the $5 super chat. And Rocco Barletta, thank you for saying a big fan of your content, friend, and a very honorable cause. Thank you so much. Moldovan Cossacks as well. I should be sleeping. Good night. Good night, Moldovan Cossack. I appreciate the sentiments. Okay. So let's end the turn here. Okay. So the Kingdom of Leon wants to trade. That sounds good to me. Alliance and trade rights with Seville. Okay, sure. Leon is going to be our big enemy coming up, so I'm fine with allying with a Taifa kingdom for now. Okay, Guimarães is at 80%, so that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Okay. Okay, so Portugal or Lisbon is defended by these are Lisbon Rebels. They're defended by some dismounted knights, some levy peasants, but they are upgraded. They have upgraded weapons, so that's going to be a bit tough to handle. Yeah, that's going to be tough to handle, but let's see what we can do. Oh boy, there you have it. Okay, so this is not good. Let's see what we can do against these guys. The other thing is that since I didn't deactivate the Black Plague reforms in this in the early era here, now I think some other weird stuff is going to happen because there's supposed to be the enclosed reforms, the enclosed helmet reforms. So if we've got these knights here, I don't know what's going to happen with those. Okay, so I'll show exactly what I mean. I'm going to fix this actually live on stream. Okay, so we've got our spear militia here. Let's drop that. Let's put our spearmen in front of the archers. And I guess I'll put the cavalry on the right. So I think they're going to come up with some cavalry on the right side. They've got mounted sergeants. They've got a lot of mounted sergeants. And they're upgraded. So that's not good. And over here they've got sergeant infantry, archers, dismounted feudal knights, and levy peasants. Okay. End the battle? Okay, let's end the battle then. Dusk says, much appreciation to Armenia from Italy. You'll always be brothers. Oh, thank you, Dusk. Italy, definitely one of my favorite places to visit. I've been there twice, actually 3 times. Again, we already did this. I think I have to actually get out and fix this campaign because I screwed it up by not disabling the Black Plague reform there for the early era. So I'm going to quickly get out of here. So let's quickly take a look at the late era here. I want to quickly show off some of the late era units. So here we've got the commune of Milan for the late era, and Milan actually has a lot of unique skins for a lot of the late era units. Okay, so Milan in the late era starts out as a minor city. And from the start, we can't really recruit any of the nice late era units, but you can when you make a spear maker as well as control posts. Control posts give access to the halberd militia. So what I'm going to do is let's do control posts first. So we've actually got a lot of units here at the start. So let's get our Contado militia first. Actually, the city militia. And let's go after a city here. So we're actually surrounded by a bunch of different factions here. I'd say going after Genoa might be our best option here at the start. As you can see, we've got a unique general for Milan. Okay. And the other thing about Milan in the late era is that we've got a nice unique skin for the late knights there. Forza Ferrari. Yes. Oh, Georgia. Georgia died. Interesting. I have to. This late era is always really weird about factions randomly dying. I have to work on this. I have to work on this for sure. Okay, so the Holy Roman Empire has got an army of it. Our army, where should it go? I suppose we should attack Genoa. So we've got plenty of public order. So I'll just get all our militia troops out of Milan and we'll go attack Genoa here. And let's keep going. Okay. So let's attack Genoa here and see what they decide to do. All right, so the Genoese army is arriving. Genoa, of course, also has a unique skin for the general. Again, if you donate through the link in the description, there is a link in the description to donate. There is no fee taken by YouTube for those donations. So please, let me quickly check the link in the description. And so far, we don't have any donations yet for the charity page. But there is still time. There is still time. Okay, so let's quickly end the turn here. How many troops do they have? They've got infantry units as well as a late era bodyguard. Oh, and they're attacking Milan. That's not good. Okay, do they have siege engines? They do not. So let's assault Genoa. Okay. But for some reason, a lot of the bodyguards in the late era, they have this Teutonic type skin on the shields. I don't know why that is. I have to fix that for some of the factions. But for our purposes, at least the horse, the barded horse, is the proper Milan barded horse. So that's good to see. Okay. And actually, we've got a unique settlement here. with a proper sort of keep in the center, looking pretty early medieval, which is good to see. So let's start this battle. And we've got our Italian city militia, which is good to see. And our crossbowmen. Dusk says, good that Rome Total War Remastered has eras too, like for Medieval 2 and mods. Well, this is the Chivalry mod for Total War Rome Remastered, which I added the era campaigns to. The original Chivalry has 2 campaigns. They're basically the same era. One is the standard early era campaign, 1072 start date, a little earlier than other Total War campaigns. But the other era campaign in the original Chivalry is a 1099 start date. It's the Crusader Epoch start date. So it's pretty much the same as the first one, but the Crusader states are already established, at least most of them. So actually, in this version of the mod for Remastered that I ported, I don't have the Crusader Epoch in there. It's just the early era, and then I added in the high era and the late era. There is a Crusades campaign that I'm working on, but it's not done yet. So here we've got our Contado militia with a nice shield there. I believe the PBR by Swagger makes the shield look kind of 3D and nice, even though it's just a 2D texture. So that is pretty cool indeed. Hello, Ahowl11. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. I know I haven't been live in a long time, so not so much activity in this live stream as I would have hoped. But it's my own fault. It's my own fault. So we're breaking down this gate. The enemy also has Contado militia as well as late era knights, but wow, these ones look even weirder. That's interesting. There's some sort of, they look like a cataphract unit. I don't know why that's the case. I have to work on that. Definitely some weirdness there. Okay, so our Contado militia has been successful there. So what we'll do is we'll get our knights up onto that left flank. And get our city militia on the right flank too. As you might have noticed, all of these units have Italian voices, and that has been added in by Ganim, Genius Modder, who's been helping out for a long time with Chivalry and a lot of other mods for Rome Remastered. He is a genius modder who's done a lot of good work for sure. MM says, is the goal for Azerbaijan to annex Armenia? Well, it's no doubt that Azerbaijan and Turkey would like to see Armenia not on the map. But I don't think it's in any of the major powers' interest to have Armenia completely gone. However, it would be in the Russian interest to uh, give to have a corridor given to Azerbaijan. So it seems like this fight is about that. You can see the unique buildings here, the chivalry buildings, the medieval style houses, as well as the church. Let us hear the voices. Can you hear the voices? Did you all hear those voices? I can't tell what you can hear or not, but I heard it. Wait a minute, where are my other troops? I've been focused so much on showing off things that I haven't been paying attention. But that's okay. As you can see, everything is still a work in progress. Oh, you don't have the game audio? What's up with that? I'm gonna fix that right now. Okay, I'm gonna fix that right now. Okay. 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 So, can everyone hear anything now? I'd hope you could. Can anyone hear any game audio now? So he's saying balestrieri, lancieri, arcieri, arcieri. Okay, so can you hear the unit voices added by Gunny? Generale.
The enemy king is slain. A worthy enemy, but no less a dead for that. We must press our advantage.
Okay, we got the enemy general. Do you think it would be better to have units speak their language or speak English with an accent from their country? I prefer native voices, but I know a lot of people like accented English. It's not what I prefer. I prefer the native voices. No, no, come around the side. Thank you again, AHowl11, for the donation. Really appreciate it. Absolutely. I'm going to quickly check the donation page again. And we've got 3 donations. Wow. So we've got Tidor donating $20 for Focus on Children Now. We've got AHowl11 donating $10. And we've got Anonymous donating $5. Again, thanks to all of you for helping children displaced in Armenia. Really appreciate it. Yes, this mod is only the old world. Okay, so let's see a nice charge here from our knights. And there we go. Okay, so our militia is getting absolutely covered in blood. This is Swagger's blood mod for you. It uses a graphical little exploit thing in the files to allow for blood. So it's I like it, but it is a little much sometimes, especially in prolonged melee. Okay, looks like we found some spam. So I'm going to get on there and delete that. Let me delete that as quickly as I can. Sorry about that. Let's quickly handle that. Okay, looks like we found some spam. So I'm going to get on there and delete. Okay, got him. No, bro, trust me, it's legit. They found a girl. Yeah. Sorry about that. I need an admin. Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. But anyway. Okay. Hello, pathfinding. This is historical accuracy at its finest. Alright, so we've taken Genoa. And very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Okay. So I think that's good for now. What I want to do is I want to show off some of these late era units here. So let's go into custom battle. And I want to go to... Actually, I do want to show off these Hospitaller bodyguards. So let's go to Milan. Here. So let's get these Halberd Militia, Billman. What else? Heavy Billman. Heavy Pikeman. And Chivalric Knights. And then for Britain, we've got a couple here. Actually, no, it's not Britain. Well, Britain actually has the... Let's show off the bombard, too. Show off the bombard. Show off the British chivalric knights. Or England, sorry. And who else should we show off here? We've got yeoman longbowmen that I'd like to show off. Okay, that's good. So one more. One more I'd like to show off is Scotland. Scotland. So with Scotland we have... Well, I want to show off the chivalric knights for Scotland. And I also want to show off the noble pikemen. Noble pikemen there. We'll throw in the heavy pikemen too. Why not? And then let's, what else should we get in there? Oh, the Mamluks actually have bodyguard unit. A unique bodyguard unit. The Mamluk bodyguards. Let's actually show those guys. Compare that to the Mamluk heavy cavalry from chivalry itself. And we'll just have Hungary do whatever. Okay, so let's get it started. Iran has been a major partner for Armenia as of recent, which is surprising. Well, I mean, if you consider that the other borders are not open, that's not that surprising. Look at this. We've got our late era Hospitaller Bodyguard Knights. So I hope you like these guys. What do you mean by strategic map images? Alright, so hope you like these guys. So there were some pink textures. I don't know what that is. It's the yeoman longbowman. I have to work on it. So we've got our Milanese chivalric knights. I hope you like them. Does everyone like the look of the Milanese chivalric knights here? We've got our handgunners. We've got our heavy billmen. We've got our heavy pikemen. We've got our halberd militia. We've got a pink unit for England. I have to fix that. We've got our bombard here. And we've got our crew. And we've got our English chivalric knights, so late era bodyguards. Looking pretty nice indeed. Looking pretty good. Let me know if you like them. And what, this is Scotland, so here we've got our super late era chivalric knights with our general here. Got our Scottish heavy pikemen, and we've got our Scottish noble pikemen. This is a unique unit for Scotland. Just for Scotland in the late era. Let me know what you think of them. And then for the Mamluks, so chivalry has a sort of early high era Mamluk heavy cavalry unit. That's these guys. Looking pretty good. But this is our new super late era Mamluk bodyguard unit. So I hope you think it looks nice. Okay, and then Hungary. I think Hungary has their chivalric knights too. So let's quickly show off the Hungarian chivalric knights, looking nice indeed. I think that looks pretty nice. Okay, everything else here I think is pretty straightforward. And let's quickly take one last look at the Hospitaller Knights. Okay, so let's exit the battle here. Yes, the late Mamluk armored cavalry looks quite nice. I think they look really nice. Okay, so that I'm a little bit tired. I've been working all day, and I've had a pretty busy schedule recently. But let's quickly take a look at the charity campaign here. You can again donate in the description. So we've got 3 donations as of now, which is pretty nice indeed. So we've got a donation from T-Door, $20. We've got a donation from A Howl 1110, and we've got an anonymous donation of $5. So that is pretty nice indeed. So in the high era, something that I want to show off here is the Holy Roman Empire. So the Holy Roman Empire here is locked in a death struggle with the Hohenstaufen family. So let's quickly show that off. And actually in 1212, the Hohenstaufen king, Frederick II, was really winning that war with Otto. So as you can see, Holy Roman Empire here starts out with just 2 settlements. And some rebels too. But we've got some units. We've got some Saxon men-at-arms, some Saxon swordsmen, some Saxon knights, and we've got Otto, Emperor Otto IV. Not the greatest leader of all time. But we've got an income, we've got a power base. So what we have to do is just get our troops together and fight as best we can. Okay, and we should probably get an emissary too, but in any case, let's get Otto out there with some troops. Let's get him over to Magdeburg, let's take out these rebels, and then let's go against Frederick. And of course, additionally, the Danish have taken Hamburg in the north, so we've got some serious problems. As Otto, the only Welf emperor to ever be emperor from the Welf noble family. Okay, so new household member, Gregorio Crescenti. Oh, an Italian loyalist. I like that. Okay. So let's get our troops together here. Let's disband that unit. So let's get our Saxon troops together. And we'll go against these rebel Saxons, and then we'll move against the Hohenstaufen. Okay, so let's do land ownership. That'll increase our tax income a little bit. Thank you for the super chat, White Girl Colonizing. I appreciate it heavily. Kiev was destroyed. That is unfortunate. I have to figure out why these guys keep dying. Okay. The rebels seem to have left. Okay. So let's end the turn there. Dimitar says, Gudea, would you show the roster of the Bulgarians? Sure. So that roster comes from Leon Katagalan, who made a Bulgarian roster for the Third Crusade submod for Chivalry for the original Rome Total War. So there aren't as many units as there are for other factions, but there's a good number, so I can show those. Sure. Okay, so what else should we do? I suppose control posts might be a good idea. The Inn and Tavern might be good too. Let's do Inn and Tavern for now, and when we take Würzburg, we'll actually have a better income there. Yes, it's good to mention Atlanta, Georgia in your super chat. Thank you. Yes. Oh, yes. Leon Katakalon is, in fact, a username of someone. It's not an actual general. Yes, but that's good information indeed. Okay, so we are attacking Würzburg. Looking good on that front. Vitor Emanuel Oliveira says, does the mod plan to go as far as late medieval and Renaissance? The latest I'd say is 14, maybe the fall of the Byzantine Empire, 1450s. That's probably the latest, I'd say. Okay. So we're looking good here. Okay. So Würzburg looks like it's going to fall in a couple turns. That doesn't look so bad at all. Let's get our mercenary knights together with our troops down south. And actually, let's try and get some of our troops together in the north to counterattack against the Danish. Who else have we got? Gregorio, our Italian loyalist. He can go with our knights there, and we'll send these guys up north. How about that? Oh, that's not good. Well, we were ambushed by Saxon rebels. Oh boy. Okay. Würzburg, just another turn and they'll be ours. Okay, so these troops can join us here. Let's go and see what the Danish have at Hamburg. They've got a good number of troops. Okay, so we took Würzburg. That's good. So now, let's go with our Saxon troops. And move against another city. Let's move against Augsburg. So now we have a surplus. And let's... There's some Viking mercenary swordsmen up there. But I need more troops. I believe I need more troops if I'm going to win on that front. Okay, so another household member, that's good. Oh, a Hohenstaufen who is against the Hohenstaufen, that's good. That's good indeed. Let's get him up north to help us there. Because we don't have enough troops up there. Oh, but there's Saxons in the forest. Okay, actually it's past 8 and I'm a little bit tired. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the main menu. I'm going to show off some of the Bulgarian units, like someone asked for. And then I think that'll probably be it for this stream. I'll stream again sometime soon. So, what was I going to show? I was going to show off the Bulgarian units. Okay, so we've got... Well, I'll show off some of the other interesting units we have in the area. So, Vlachs, Transylvanians, Bulgarian swords, Bulgarian spears, Vlach skirmishers... Tsar's bodyguards, Pronoya cavalry, and then they also have access to some steppe troops. So let's show those as well. But the roster is again not as good as others. Okay, so let's take a look at our Bulgarian units. So we've got our Bulgarian general. We've got our Vlach tribesmen. Looking pretty basic. We've got our bombard. We've got our Transylvanian infantry. Looking pretty angry. We've got our Bulgarian spearmen. Okay, we've got our Bulgarian spearmen. We've got our Vlach skirmishers. Got our steppe infantry. We've got our Bulgarian Pronoya cavalry. We've got our Tsar's bodyguards and our standard bearers. And who else have we got? That's pretty much it, our Bulgarian swordsmen as well. So they look pretty good. Again, it's a smaller roster than some others. But let's quickly take a look at our bombard. Reload. Fire. Come on. Dimitar says, I will help you with some ideas for expanding the Bulgarian roster. Well, the thing is, we need someone to help make units. So there are a lot of ideas to expand rosters to have more unique units, but I need someone to help with making units. Yeah, having some axemen would definitely be nice, indeed. Oh, our step light cavalry are not doing well. Yeah, the swordsmen you like? Yeah, I like the swordsmen too. They look pretty good. The Transylvanians are also pretty nice. I like. This is an original chivalry unit. This is from Third Crusade. Original chivalry. Original chivalry. Original chivalry. Third Crusade. Third Crusade. For the Bulgarian spearmen as well. Okay, let's fire the bombards. There you go. Rocco says, have a good night. Sebastian says, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty beat. Let me take one more look at the charity page. And again, we've got 3 donations today. That's pretty good, considering the channel hasn't been active as it should be. We've got 3 donations, 20 bucks from Tidor, 10 from Ahau11, and 5 from an anonymous donor. So again, thanks to everyone for helping out. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Just trying to spread awareness, just trying to figure out what to do. So please, you can still donate even after the stream is over. You can tell your friends. And yeah, I think that'll be it for the stream today. I'm pretty beat. So if you enjoy videos about the historical Total Wars and their mods and streams, consider liking the video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please consider donating if you can. A lot of people would appreciate it. I would appreciate it highly if you could donate to children affected by the war in Armenia. Yeah, and on that note, I will see you in the next one later. Thanks again for joining us today for this charity stream.